Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is EthanDiiulio and here's the go-kart we're working on today, and this is being uploaded on Christmas, so Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody watching this video. I hope you really do have a great day and I hope everyone just has an awesome time this year. As you can see, we've got some stuff going on over here. We're working on mounting the engine. You guys will see that in a minute. Next week, stay tuned, there's a big video coming out called the Rochester Car Scene 2019 After Movie. It's going to be everything from this past year, like all the big car events that I've been to, and like this huge kind of like mini movie thing. And it's like 20 minutes long. Here's a little preview of it. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. That's coming out on New Year's Day, so that'll be pretty cool. And with all that said, let's get into getting some engine mock-up stuff. And I apologize that we didn't get further with this. The next couple of weeks, we're going to be going crazy with this. We should have the engine mounted fairly soon once we get the rest of this stuff built. So that'll be cool. So this thing will get running pretty soon. Let's get right into this video. I hope you guys enjoy.
Alright, so I put the front plate back on just to like mock that on so I can see what I'm going to do with the dashboard. What I have here is the plastic piece that the gauge cluster sat in from the snowmobile. What I'm probably going to do is cut around this line or on the outside to get like a base piece. And we're going to have this piece, and then I'm going to fit it in right here. And then I'm going to trim it up and then do what I need to do to get that to fit correctly in here. And then I'm going to modify the brackets on the gauge cluster so I can mount them to the stock mounting points on the part that sits above the steering rack. And there we go, there's our middle piece. It's a little messy right now. I'm going to go back around, sand around the outside a little bit just to get a nice clean edge, but we got it out now. This piece I'm not going to do anything with, I don't think. Go back around it with sandpaper at some point, but right now we have the main piece. That's what's important right now. We're going to use this as the central dash for the gauge cluster and all of that. Alright, so I have it trimmed in here and it actually fits pretty good. The back of it is propped up a little bit because the gauge cluster is so big, but it's no big deal because from the front it actually doesn't look too bad. Probably what we'll do is put a bunch of waterproofing stuff back here because I don't want to damage or ruin any of that. So we're going to probably use a bunch of stuff to waterproof all that. But it actually looks pretty good so far, and I still got to go through and do some trimming and stuff like that. But yeah, So, yeah, gas tank is most likely going to sit over here. If this is how we end up doing it, which probably will be, because this seems to be the best way we could hook the exhaust up properly. But gas tank here, exhaust over here, and then the coolant tank is either going to sit over here. There's enough room for it to sit here, but all that early in the end depends upon where this goes, where the engine goes. We'll figure that all out in the end, all the smaller stuff, but the bigger stuff, this is probably where it's going to go. But again, all depends on where the engine itself will sit. Not really sure about that yet, but we'll see.
this would have to come off. Yeah, I agree. When they stick up, they're going to hit there, but you know, I might be able to move the engine around a little bit more, or maybe get it a little bit lower. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to bolt the shaft to here because this changes at a different rate than the suspension does.
So we have started the mock-up process, and as you probably heard, we're going to have to come up with some weird mounting system, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. We're going to end up mounting a crossbar on the back here from this side over to the other side, and we're going to run another bar from the front brace that goes across over to the back bar brace that we're going to put, and that's what we're going to mount the engine to. We're probably going to flip this mount upside down so it sits on there lower, and then for the secondary shaft that's sitting over there, we're going to mount that to that same crossbar. Probably put some spacers in, but... So here we are about a week later. We just picked up some steel tubing. It's 1x2, so it's like a rectangle 1 inch by 2 inch, and we're going to use that to make the engine mounts. What we're probably going to do, and it'll be easier to show you once we get the engine out of here again, we're going to run 2 bars down the middle, and then we're going to make a cross brace that goes in between here, and then see what we have to do from there.
Just decide, probably put it real well right about there.
So that'll probably do it for today. Well, we got the hole drilled through the back of this, so we kind of have this mocked up for at least one of the bars. And sorry we didn't get further with this. We've been kind of busy with the holidays and stuff, visiting family and all that. There will be a lot more next week. Got the whole next week to work on stuff and all that. And next week there is a big video coming out, the after movie, which if you guys have seen it on Instagram. We have most of this getting there. We have a general idea of what we're going to do, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this other bar, we're going to put it on there in the same way that this one is on here now, tack weld it on there, put the motor on, and then see what else we have to do. Then we're going to take the motor off, weld it all together, and then we should be able to mount the motor. So hopefully we'll get this thing running pretty soon.
Alright everyone, that'll do it for this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Yeah, pretty much covered everything. To support the channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. There will be a lot more on this build. More to come. I don't know when we're going to do stuff with the Supra, but it's just sitting in the barn right now because don't want to get salt on it. But there will be more to come on that at some point. I'm not sure when. A lot of stuff to come with this. A lot of new stuff in 2019. So thank you all so much for watching, and I guess I won't really see you next week because it's just like a movie, but I guess I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye guys. Merry Christmas.